Have you ever heard of Jack Ma? If not, well, sit down and prepare to be amazed by the humble beginnings of the richest man in all of China, Jack Ma. His net worth is around, last time I checked, it was somewhere around $3 billion. And the amazing thing is, growing up, Jack Ma really wasn't anything special. He was just your average kid who had a kind of quirky habit that he liked to collect crickets. Think about that one. Kind of weird, I know. But I think we all have those funny habits when we're little kids. And as he grew up, he didn't necessarily excel as a student. He graduated high school, and when it was time to get into university, he took his entrance exams twice. He failed the first time. He had to take them twice just to get into university, but he worked hard, he buckled down, and he did it. The next step is, after he graduated, he thought, okay, this is going to be a lot easier now. I'm going to get a job, I've got the degree. But he met with rejection after rejection after rejection. In his own words, he said, I applied for 30 different jobs. I wanted to be a policeman, and they told me I wasn't good enough. I applied when KFC came to my city. 24 people applied. 23 got hired. I wasn't one of them. I applied for Harvard 10 times and got rejected 10 times. At which point I said, fine, I might not go there, but someday I will teach there. And that's kind of the attitude he had. And so he went on to get hired as an English teacher, making $12 a month. Think about that for a second, $12 a month. I know maybe things weren't as expensive where he lived, but still that's a meager salary in what it took to live. And he wasn't content with that, so he tried to start a business, and it failed. And he tried to start another business, and it failed. Until he finally made a third attempt. And this attempt, he gathered 19 of his smartest friends, of his best friends, and he presented with them a business idea. And he called it Alibaba. And with his friends, even though he was not computer savvy, even though he has no idea how to build a website, he decided he was going to build this company, Alibaba, that was a website-based business, which eventually became as big as eBay and as Amazon, and yet most of us have probably never heard of it. And yet it's a huge resource for small companies. And Jack Ma had this habit. And this is his clearing technique. This is the way he programmed his mind to work. Every time he came across a challenge, he would turn it into something good. When he got rejected to Harvard 10 times, he turned it into something good. When he decided to start an internet-based business, and people said, Jack, you don't know how to use the internet. He turned it into something good. He said, you know what, you're right, I don't know how to use the internet. So to me, that is a strength. I can test out the product. If I can use the website, I know everyone can use it. And he always did this, His favorite movie was Forrest Gump. And he just had this turn it into something good attitude. Everything that was always happening, he was turning it into something good. So that is the clearing technique. That is the mindset of this billionaire. And that's the challenge that I would like you to face this week. If anything should happen this week that could be difficult, that could be challenging, how can you turn it into something good? Jack Ma even turned his weaknesses into something good. The fact he wasn't computer literate, he turned it into a strength, that he could help the average customer. What are some of your weaknesses that could in fact be strengths if utilized the correct way? I want you to make an actual list of all the things that are perceived as weaknesses. The fact that maybe you don't have a college degree or even a high school degree. How could that turn into something good? If you ever have limiting beliefs coming up, how could we turn those into something good? There's your challenge. Go out there and start creating that $1 billion mindset.